Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Akron Zips offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the Zips will move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They're going to ride this running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. The Zips are on the move. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Zips get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, is able to beat his block and get to the QB.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Zips are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Blade. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Tackle is made after the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Back to throw, it's Hart. He's got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Going to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Zips have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Getting some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to the air one more time. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And the returner will be brought down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Hart. They're working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Zips will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They used those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Zips. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Completes it in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
And the Zips will kick it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Looking for space. It's Owen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Hart. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes a grab enough for the first. Off he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Akron. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Snags it over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that one's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Gets it out fast. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Running with power. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Let's it go to the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Give to the running back. Pirouettes through. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Zips will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Complete in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. To the air on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Huskies! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help with the defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The give to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Zips have their offense in high gear. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Zips. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They've gotten this drive going a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They're bringing heat. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. On target. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away.
That's a big stop.
Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Akron. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They get him down after he makes a catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll throw on third down. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a productive play on first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll try the right side. Touchdown, Zips! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail me, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.